Good morning, people. Yeah, I just want to touch on a couple of topics, more mainly about not being afraid to fail and how failure can help you become a winner. Um, I'm gonna give a little bit about my story. 2006, I did a major comedy show, my first ever trying to put together any form of entertainment whatsoever. So, as I was putting this show together, I had a gentleman that used to work with me, and he heard me talking about my ideas. So that's why it's never always nothing wrong with sharing your visions or sharing your dreams to other people. That's a false story. Whoever told anyone that lied, you could tell the world your dreams and aspirations, and it shouldn't affect you or harm you. So I was talking and telling my story to the gentleman. I'm telling about I wanted to do a show. And he said, man, I got this gentleman, man, right here from D.C., right here from Washington, D.C., man, connected to everybody. He said, man, I'm going to hook you up, man. He be with this guy named Master P, man. The man he be with Master P. His name Ed. He said, man, this guy, man, know everybody. So he gave me his number. I gave the guy a call. And I called his phone and he was like, man, I can get you this guy for this number. I can get you that guy for that number. Little behold, man, we was on the phone with Tony Roberts. We got on the phone with Scott Scroncho. Then we got on the phone with Kevin Hart. So I made this call. Called Kevin Hart myself. He gave me the number, talked to Kevin Hart, put the show together. So I didn't know where I was going. I didn't have a dime in my pocket, people. I literally didn't have a dime in my pocket. But I wasn't really, I just knew that it was going to happen. So I scraped up all the money. Got the venue together. It was in another state. Got the venue together. Somehow I got the cash together to get Kevin, got the cash to get Scroncho, got the cash to get Tony Roberts. I also had the cash for Terry Miles. His name Ed, gentleman from D.C. His brother is a prime example of not being afraid of anything. This brother travels by himself. He meets everybody. Big ups to brother Kev. Big ups to my man Terry Miles. So this brother hooked me up, and next thing you know, little behold, I'm on the phone with one of the most successful rappers / CEOs / owners of all times, Master P. He got me on the phone with Master P. I'm talking to Master P, I mean, throughout the summer. I put the show together. He said he'll fly in for free. We was going to probably do a residual split on a DVD called Hood Stars Volume 2 or whatever. This was put together by Terry Miles. This is his creation as well. So we were going to put that together. I wasn't afraid. See, that was the key. I wasn't afraid of failure. And I wasn't afraid to try it. So what I did was I flew Kevin in early because the numbers wasn't doing too good. And as I had him in town, we went to the radio stations. We sat down. And we tried to boost the sales for the ticket sales by having a party a week before. Didn't do good. I mean, the show was empty. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was very embarrassed. I mean, literally, Terry Miles and Kevin was sitting there laughing at me. They were laughing not at me because of the fact that I failed. They were laughing at me because they have failed so many times themselves and they understood the power of it. Me and Kevin were talking one-on-one. And Kevin said, Rashid, I knew this was your first show. I just knew the way you were doing business. I just knew it was your first show. He just said promoters that has experience just have this gift of working numbers and working the system. But I gave you a shot anyway because I have a great relationship with Terry Miles. He said, man, I've been around a lot of successful, rich people. A lot of people, movie stars, but I had the most greatest time with being around you, man. It's something about your energy. But I'm going to tell you this much because I like you. If I don't see you again, that means that it wasn't for you. But if I see you again, that means it was designed for you to be great. Either you learn from this or you let it crush you. That's just how it go. You know how many times I flew in town somewhere where it didn't work out? Countless times. Countless times. And due to the fact I owed Kevin $2,000. He say, man, this is what we'll do. You fly me in next week. If we get the show, we sell out. I'll fly in, and you pay me then. But we still didn't get the ticket sales up. That's where the story comes about the way my bank account is set up. That whole concept, the way my bank account is set up, was what I told Kevin, because I depleted all my money out of my account, but I was lying to him the whole entire time. I just had a business account, and I just made up out of my head the way my bank account was set up. I'm unable to withdraw saving from my checking account out of my savings account. Those words are going all the way throughout America right now. The way my relationship is set up, the way my such and such is set up. But every time I hear that statement, I hear how I did not succeed in life at something. But that same statement is used throughout the world with Kevin Hart, because he used that on his comedy. I just want to let y'all know I didn't give up. I'm still here. I'm still grinding. Don't be afraid of failure, people. That's what millionaires and billionaires do. They take risks. They are willing to be embarrassed to be great. That's the problem with people. They're more concerned about not being afraid to be embarrassed. But I'm going to tell you something. It's a flip side to everything. It's a universal law. And the universal law is that opposites are the same thing. That same embarrassment becomes the greatest enjoyment of the world, because that embarrassment is no longer embarrassment. It becomes like a mystic gift of greatness. Because if you use that embarrassment and hide under a rock, it is embarrassing. But to use that embarrassment as enlightenment, as motivation, as a motivation to keep going forward, that would be like you'll be looked upon as one of the gods. All I had to say was, people, I failed. I was a failure. But I'm still here. Peace.